Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, my name's Jasveda, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. In this video, we're going to be looking back and ranking every single theme across Fortnite history from worst to best. Now, of course, all of these are my own opinions, so if you have a differing opinion, you're wrong. No, I'm joking. Of course, it's entirely up to you, and if you think something should be moved up or it should be moved down, leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to read it. Now, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We're on the path to 1,000 subscribers, so any help is appreciated. But hey, with all that out of the way, let's just dive straight into the Fortnite theme ranking. Alright, and coming in right at the bottom of the list, at the number 10 spot, is the Chapter 5 theme. Now, this is a bit of a strange one because it's actually two different themes. At the beginning of Chapter 5, they had a slightly punchier, slightly edgier version of the theme. They did end up changing it to be a little bit softer so you wouldn't get your ears blown out every time you loaded up the game. But in my opinion, this is the worst theme Fortnite has put out ever. Now listen, I don't expect you guys to remember all of these themes, so I'm going to be playing these in the background while I'm talking about them. And this is my least favorite theme of all time. I already mentioned it just feels far too edgy. It doesn't feel Fortnite-y whatsoever. Fortnite themes, they need to have a little bit of fun. You know, they kind of need to reflect the whole cartoony feel of the Battle Royale. I mean, that was why the game got popular, because of its art style. And in my opinion, this theme is just a perfect mirror of what the game was while this theme was playing. Because obviously, Chapter 5 is the furthest we have ever gone from the core Fortnite art style. I mean, the game had a gritty feel to it, the colors were all muted, there was no life to the map, and in my opinion, this theme reflects that perfectly. It just feels nothing like a Fortnite theme. And honestly, for what the chapter was trying to get across, which was definitely a more grounded Fortnite, and I gotta say, while it was definitely good for maybe Chapter 5 Season 1, it definitely fit the vibes of that season. The moment Fortnite actually started to feel a bit more like Fortnite again, it just didn't fit the game, and that is what we're ranking these on. If the theme doesn't fit the game it's surrounding, then it just won't be ranked high up on the list. And that's why it's ended up at the number 10 spot on this list. And coming up next at the number 9 spot on this list is what I'm definitely going to get flamed for. I am ready for the barrage of comments of just people absolutely slandering me for what I've put down here. But it is the Save the World theme. Now listen, it's not that bad of a theme. In fact, I occasionally put it on as my lobby track. I mean, it just fits the first part of the game very well, but I just don't think it fits the rest of the game very well. And I also think there are just some better themes. I mean, of course, a piece of music that was written in like 2015 is going to be outclassed by a piece of music that was written in 2026. Over a decade older. Of course it's going to get outclassed at some point. But I don't know, even isolating Save the World as its own game and this theme as its own theme, it just doesn't really fit the overall game. Yeah, maybe the first 2 hours of the game this theme fits, but once you're into like, you know, like the second zone, maybe you're into like the desert zone, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. And that's why I put it all the way down here. I mean, it's nice, it's relaxing, but that's not what the game is like 90% of the time, and there's just been better themes. Don't kill me for this one, alright? Hey, you know what? Now everybody's left the video out of outrage, we're gonna carry on the list. And at the number 8 spot is the Ballistic theme. Now this is an edgy theme done right. This theme fits the mod perfectly. I mean, you put the theme on, you know exactly which mod it's designed for. It is ballistic all the way through, you know? Obviously, it's worked into the game mode itself, which is a huge plus. I mean, I love it when the mods have actually, like, infused into the actual gameplay. You know, you hear it while you're playing. I mean, this theme kind of became, like, an honorary Chapter 6 theme because they didn't actually make one for the Chapter 6 island. It's got an incredibly strong start. I mean, it's super punchy, it's super violent. I mean, it's super synthy. I love everything about the first 30 seconds of this theme. But then it just kind of falls off and it gets a little bit quieter, but it gets a little bit less intense, and that's the only reason it's all the way down here. It starts with an incredible energy. If it kept that going all the way until like the 2-minute mark, it could have easily made the number 3 spot on this list. But honestly, it just kind of trails off around halfway through, and I think that is just such a shame. Listen, by no means is it a bad theme. In fact, I think it's actually a really well constructed theme. And for the board it's spaced around, which obviously I'm gonna have to separate from Fortnite. It's not a Fortnite theme, it's a Ballistic theme. It is really, really well done. If you consider it as like a Fortnite theme and you consider it against some of the best themes in Fortnite history, they just don't compare. And that's why it's ended up at the number 8 spot on this list. Oh, right, and coming up next at the number 7 spot on this list is LEGO Fortnite's theme. Now, listen, I think this is a great theme, just not for LEGO Fortnite. You're just gonna hear me out on this one. In my opinion, this theme is absolutely incredible. I had it in my lobby track for quite a while at the beginning of Chapter 5 Season 1. I mean, whenever I listen to it, I get sent straight back to, like, December 2023. I mean, it's a 10 out of 10 music pack. I absolutely love it. But in my opinion, it is just not representative of LEGO Fortnite whatsoever. I mean, for a game like LEGO Fortnite, you know, like, it's a whole adventure game, you know, like, you're exploring caves, building houses kind of thing. You'd expect kind of a more stringy theme. I mean, it's got like an upbeat, adventurous beat to it. I mean, in my opinion, this mod deserves to have something, I don't know, like the adventure line from the Stanley Parable, you know, if any of you guys know ball. But this is kind of very, I don't know how you describe it. It's kind of a little bit clinical. I mean, it feels like it's all like white and shiny and clean. And for a mod like this, I mean, you need a song that sounds like it's been through a little bit of a scuffle. You need like a song that feels like it's an adventure. And that's what this theme is missing. I mean, listen, something like this, honestly, I think could have been a chapter theme and nobody would have blinked. You know, replace the chapter 5 theme with this theme. I mean, it's a fantastic theme, but I just don't think it fits the mod it's designed around. And that's why it's all the way at the number 7 spot on this list. Oh, right, and coming up next at the number 6 spot on this list is the last of the Metaverse mods, and it is Rocket Racing. This is actually my favorite Metaverse mod theme out of the entire bunch. I actually had this as my lobby track for so long, and it's a banger of a song. I mean, this theme is wasted on Rocket Racing. This theme is incredible. Everything about it just screams speed, it screams energy, it screams Fortnite. Everything about it is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the instruments used in this theme itself, it kind of invokes the feel of an engine. Listen to it, the music itself actually feels like the revving of an engine, which is such a cool little detail. And honestly, at this part of the list, I just don't think there's a single bad theme. I mean, every single theme past this point is absolutely incredible, and this theme is just as incredible. I mean, it's super underrated. Obviously, you got this for free by logging in, which is super cool, and to be fair, that's the best way I can describe this theme. It is super cool. It's just a shame the theme is attached to the mod it's attached to, because it is a 10 out of 10 Fortnite theme. They absolutely cooked with this one. I mean, it's quite literally only brought down by the fact that the game it's linked to just doesn't deserve the theme it's been given, and that's why it's all the way at the number 5 spot on this list. Now listen, I've really got to stop overglazing these themes because honestly, I just love theme music in Fortnite. There aren't really too many bad themes per se, you know? I mean, there's only really one on the list that I can actually properly slander, and it's the Chapter 5 theme. Every single theme on this list will have its fans. Every single theme on this list will have its defenders. So it was really hard to actually like rank all these themes objectively. So if you don't mind, leave a like and subscribe. It would be really appreciated. But moving on, we're heading into the top 5 on this list, and at the number 5 spot is the Chapter 7 theme. You do not know the relief I felt when I checked Twitter that day and I saw there would be a new theme for Fortnite Chapter 7. I mean, it felt like the shackles were being released. And of course, that's because this theme was the one that broke the Chapter 5 streak. I mean, in of itself, it is a really good theme, but just for the fact that it finally freed us from that god-awful theme is just fantastic. It is one of the best Fortnite themes we've ever heard. Hey, I didn't say the best, but I definitely think it is way up there. It is super relaxing. It's definitely more like a lo-fi vibe, which is definitely interesting. It doesn't entirely fit the theme of the chapter. I mean, it definitely doesn't fit how the game actually feels at the minute, which is why it's fallen a little bit down the list. I mean, it's really good, but it just doesn't fit exactly how the game is playing at the moment. But it is still really good. I mean, it definitely like harkens back to like, you know, those original Chapter 1 themes where there was like no guitar, it was like really peaceful, like really calm. I mean, a good Fortnite theme needs to do either one of two things. It either needs to get you hyped up to play a match, or it makes you want to stay on the start page for a little while to hear it longer. I mean, if a Fortnite theme can make you do one of those two things, I mean, it's just goated. Frankly, it is goated if it can make you do that. And that's why it's kicking off the top 5 on this list. I love it to pieces. Hey, and coming up next at the number 4 spot on this list is the... I don't know what it's called. I'm looking at the official music pack here. It's called Lobby Classic, but most of you guys know it as the theme that played between Chapter 1 Season 5 and Chapter 2 Season 8. Now, this is easily the longest standing Fortnite theme of all time. Like, I cannot stress that enough. It lasted well over like 3 entire years. I mean, it had a generational run, and it is a really, really good piece of music. I mean, you listen to it, you instantly think like, I don't know, like Chapter 1 Season 5, you think like Chapter 2 Season 2, and that is how impactful this theme was. Obviously, it is a more guitar-focused theme, kind of similar to the original Chapter 1 theme, but in my opinion, I think this is a downgrade from the original one. I mean, it relies very heavily on the Save the World theme. I believe it takes the same notes from that theme and just converts it into a guitar, and it just feels incredible. It is one of the most goated themes of all time, to be frank. But it just kind of is, you know, it definitely overstayed its welcome. I am going to say that. I definitely think Chapter 2 deserved its own theme. I mean, we got a little bit of a glimpse of it in the Chapter 2 trailer. I mean, while they're walking around the island, there's a little bit of music playing in the background of that trailer, and that does definitely feel like a Chapter 2 island theme. But listen, even if Chapter 2 didn't get its own, like, proper theme, this one was good enough. This one was fantastic, and it didn't really need anything else. Listen, it is just a Fortnite theme. I mean, with a capital F and a full stop. It is just quintessentially from that era of the game, and that's why I put it all the way at the number 4 spot on this list. It is just a really, really well put together theme, and I like it a lot. But obviously, I don't like it as much as the theme I put at the number 3 spot on this list, which is the Chapter 4 theme. Listen, this theme is incredible. This theme just feels like an adventure. You know, you load it up, it hits you instantly like flung away by it. It gets you so hyped up for the new season. I mean, obviously introduced in Chapter 4 Season 1, it just feels like the beginning of like a new chapter. Everything about it just feels fresh, it feels great. I mean, that was something that took the one below it down. Listen, as good as the classic lobby music is, like, it didn't feel too fresh. I mean, I touched on it lightly. Obviously, it carried on over to Chapter 2, I mean, which didn't really give Chapter 2 much of an original feel. It just kind of felt like a continuation of Chapter 1. And of course, it didn't kick off the start of another chapter either, because obviously, it was introduced halfway through a chapter, which was definitely a detriment to the impact it left. But this theme is incredible. It is everything Lobby Classic should have been, but better. I think this theme would have been a perfect fit for Chapter 5, especially like the later seasons where it got a little bit more comical, a little bit more goofy. I mean, this theme just screams Fortnite, and I love it so much for that. I mean, like, some of these themes, you know, they've kind of worn off over time. They were really exciting at the beginning, but now they're kind of, like, miserable. You don't really listen to them as much. This theme is still pretty good. I mean, I literally have it equipped as my current Fortnite lobby music at the moment, you know? As of recording, I have it equipped. I've got nothing bad to say about it, but I also just don't think it's as good as the one at the number 2 spot on this list, which is the Chapter 1 theme, you know, the original one. Now, listen, a lot of you might not know this. I mean, I might have been tricked by somebody back in 2018 hearing this, but I believe this song is called Calm Before the Storm. And to be honest, that's a perfect name for this song because it really does feel like exactly what Fortnite used to be before it all just kind of got insane. I mean, it's calm, it can let itself breathe, and it is potentially one of the most Fortnite-y themes of all time. And it could not be used at any other point. It is an incredibly unique theme in which it is one of the greatest themes in Fortnite history, but it can never ever be used again because it simply just wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit anywhere, you know? I mean, Chapter 5, no. Chapter 4, no. Chapter 3, no. Chapter 6, no. Chapter 7, no. This theme could only ever be used for the first 4 seasons of Chapter 1 of Battle Royale and nothing else. I mean, this is a time capsule in music form. All you need to do is listen to it and you are just brought back to a better time. You're brought back to a simpler time. I mean, there is no other piece of media I have ever heard of that can just take me back to such a specific place. And it is just goated for that exact reason. But of course, I'm sure some of you have already noticed, it's not at the number 1 spot on this list. So, I'm sure you guys are all wondering, what have I put at the number 1 spot on this list? And coming up at the number 1 spot on this list, it could only be one theme, and it is the Chapter 3 theme. I have never listened to a single piece of music that has ever captured the game in its entirety before, apart from this one. This theme is just inherently Fortnite. I mean, it feels like an adventure every single time you load up the game. It is one of my favorite lobby tracks of all time. I mean, I had it on for well over a year, like between like Chapter 5 and 6, and it is just frankly incredible. It just makes you so hyped to play the game every single time you hear it. I mean, I was going around, I was listening to the songs to, you know, get a feel for what they were like. And this was by far the one that stuck out the most to me. It was incredible. I mean, you went from the guitar themes of Chapter 1 and 2 into a full orchestra. The music just swells and swells and swells and it comes crashing down, but it's still good. It's still gripping. I mean, the violins, the strings, the piano, everything about it just feels absolutely perfect. Everything about it captures the feeling the game had at that moment of time. And it is definitely the most Fortnite-y theme the game has ever had. If I could choose a single theme to be the Fortnite theme, you know, like forever, no new themes, this would be it. This is a be-all and end-all theme. I mean, there's definitely an argument to swap around the number 1 and the number 2 spot. I mean, if you're a big fan of the original theme, I mean, I know what you see in it. Listen, Chapter 3, it just excelled at so many things. It's my favorite season of all time. It's my favorite chapter launch of all time. And now it has my favorite theme of all time. Listen, this theme, it just perfectly captures that sense of adventure that Chapter 3 brought along with it. I mean, same as Chapter 4, it feels like the beginning of a new chapter. You know, it doesn't feel like a continuation of the same game. I mean, it feels like a brand new story is right around the corner. It feels like there's going to be so much to explore. There's so much to do, you're gonna have a good time, and that's why it's at the top of the list. I mean, to be frank, it is the best piece of music to come out of Fortnite ever. I mean, ever. I mean, ever. I mean, ever. And that's why it's all the way at the number 1 spot on this list. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a comment down below, like the video, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Again, we are on the path to 1,000 subscribers, so any help is appreciated. I mean, I take a lot of time out of my week to record and edit these videos. I'm not the best at it, so it takes a while. So it would go a long way if you make sure to turn that notification bell on, so you actually get told when my videos come out. But hey, listen, all you really have to do is take care of yourself, drink some water, and have a fantastic day. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!